Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Watch Addiction Watch Review. Today in front of you we have a watch from Vario. Vario has put out some pretty cool watches in the past couple of years, including one of their military style watches which did very well on Kickstarter as well. I will drop a link down to Vario in the description below. Just keep in mind this is a used model. It's in pretty good condition, but if there's a couple little scratches, keep in mind it's not a brand new model. But yeah, it comes in this nice kind of case here. This is the Vario Vesca. It's a dual-sided watch. Very cool, very interesting. Haven't really seen a lot of brands, produce watches like this. Kind of reminds me of the JLC Reverso, which is pretty cool, considering there's not really any kind of alternative to that watch. This watch coming in around $428. I'm not sure if it's sold out or they're producing more. You can check on their website. They also do have other watches, which are very nice, and I have reviewed before. Anyway, let's see what's on my wrist, and let's jump right into it. On my wrist today is the Tissot PRX, as you can see here. I've been getting a lot of use out of this watch. I kind of just wake up in the morning, throw it on. It's Swiss quartz movement. Obviously, keeps great time. No need to set it or anything like that, and it's very comfortable. Kind of can be used in all different kind of occasions. But yeah, that's what's on my wrist today. Inside, you will get your watch, a polishing cloth, and there you go. This watch also does come with a 2-year warranty. Now, as you can see, very, very interesting watch. This does not look like your typical, kind of micro brand style watch. It's very different. This is obviously a dress watch in my eyes. As you can see here, there are actually two faces on this watch. As you can see, there's a red face underneath there. We'll get a little more into it. Anyway, it feels very good in hands. Feels of pretty good quality. I was quite surprised. As you can see here, everything is solid 316L stainless steel all around, a mix of brushed and polished surfaces. Obviously being brushed on the sides here. Very nice, very smooth as well. Then you get a little polishing on the top portions of the actual case that flips. So you can see both clocks, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I think it's really classic looking. Obviously this goes great with a suit, dressed up. Just really cool. There are a few different dial variations. This is the gray 12369 with a kind of red dial on the other side. You will see in a second. Now the watch itself, in terms of actual dimensions, lug to lug, top to bottom, you're looking at 40 millimeters. Then you're looking at 26 millimeters in terms of diameter. But you got to remember, this is a square or a rectangular, kind of squarish case. So, the dimensions kind of wear differently than actually how it wears on your wrist, which you will see towards the end of the video when I put it on my 6.75 inch wrist. 20 millimeters in between the lugs there, 12 millimeter case thickness, which is pretty nice for a watch with this mechanism inside, which is pretty cool, done by Vario. Obviously, this is totally custom, 100%. Obviously, a lot of work has to go into making these. There's actually two Swiss quartz movements inside of this watch. We get two Ronda Slim Tech Swiss quartz movements. They each contain 1 jewel. They have a pretty long battery life. They're very accurate. There is no second hand, just a hour and minute hand. As you can see on the gray dial, kind of get a brushed gray dial, printed 12369 with blue hands. I'm not sure if they're heat treated. I'm pretty sure they're not. But yeah, then you kind of get that little Cartier rail going on the inside. Vario signed there, which is pretty cool. As you can see, 4 screws there, 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom, which hold that together. I also do get a piece of flat sapphire crystal with inner anti-reflective coating. I want to show you something really cool. Look at that. As you can see, it flips right around and you have another watch. So you have 2 dials on the same watch. If you get bored one day, you can always switch it to this. This is the Vario red dial. It's kind of like a blood red, flat sapphire also on this side. And if you want to set the time on these, all you got to do is push this up over here. Very simple. Set the time, push it down. Very easy to use. 50 meters of water resistance on these, which is not that bad. And if you get tired of this one, flip it over. Snaps in, feels very secure, it's not going to move. And then you get your other clock, which is pretty cool. But yeah, let me get this band undone. As you can see, we get a vegetable tanned, genuine Italian leather band, which is actually really nice. In that kind of blood reddish color. Very soft, supple, broken in, but sturdy at the same time. That will match that dial. Let's take a look again. That does match that dial really nicely, as you can see there, which is pretty cool. Yeah, just really, really cool. It's equipped on a butterfly clasp, pretty standard clasp here. It also does come with another buckle that you can use as well. Signed Vario, pretty simple, self-adjustable up and down. I believe if you have like a above a 7.5 inch wrist is not going to fit you. I believe they do state that on their website. Signed, Vario, below the band, and there's a little glimpse of the other side of the watch. So yeah, obviously there's no lume on this watch, as you can see here. As you can see, getting a little closer in on the hands, they are polished, kind of pointed, very nice, very precise print work as well. Don't see any errors there. Let's flip to the other side. Other side. Getting a little closer, and they have that blue color on the hands. Nice gray kind of vintage style dial there. Everything looks in place. This one's pretty easy to read. Well, this one obviously, it's easy to read as well, but I believe the more legible dial would be this one. That's just in my eyes. Anyway, I think it's a pretty cool watch. This thing would look great dressed up. I like the case profile. It's really cool. Boxy square, very vintage-like, but obviously this is a new watch. Anyway, I have a 6.75 inch wrist, so let's see how this bad boy looks on my wrist. And there she is on my wrist. Very dressy, getting JLC kind of Cartier vibes here. As you can see, across my wrist, it fits perfectly. Nice side profile, band is comfortable. No issues with that. I definitely wouldn't change it out, the band. And the band is very suitable for this watch. As you can see right there, it looks fine on my wrist. My wrist is not that big. If I want to dress up with a suit, this is definitely something I'd be looking to wear. Now, I'm going to go ahead and flip the dial just for fun. Now we can see how the red dial looks on my wrist. So there you go with the red one. This one is pretty classy, I must say. This one, the watch definitely looks a lot more expensive than it costs, I must say that. It looks very dressy, vintage, but modern at the same time. Obviously, it's all modern materials, movements. As you can see, nice little side profile there. You get little polished sections on the top corners of the case here, going from here to here, which is pretty cool, and from here. Gives a nice little contrast for the brushed finishing. But nonetheless, guys, I think this is a really cool watch. Very innovative, something very different we haven't seen before. I've never seen on the channel before. Never had a dual side watch in my hand besides a Reverso, which I tried on a few years ago. But yeah, I mean, this could be the next best thing, right? I think it's a pretty cool watch. The materials are good. You're getting 2 Swiss quartz movements, sapphire crystal. It works great. It feels of very good quality. You probably won't know that until you have it in hand, but very good finished case, everything, very nice band as well. I think it's a pretty good deal, guys, for something very special, of course. But let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below, as usual. Everything functions great. The mechanism functions great. Clicks in, it's not moving. Switch it again, it's not moving. Everything feels really good. So no quality control issues. Obviously, if you're not into this style of watch or you don't wear dressy style watches, maybe it's not for you. But let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below, as usual. This is Watch Addiction Watch Reviews with the Vario Vesca dual-sided watch. And I will see you guys on the next one. Please, if you have some time, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and share the video with your friends. And I will see you real soon, guys. Bye.